You see, about 1 year ago, I opened the Mus'haf and I made a deal with myself that I wanted to seriously begin memorizing the Quran. Not as like a side hobby or not to go at a really slow pace. Like I wanted to actually do this seriously. I actually wanted to get on this path of chasing hifz. I didn't even really know how to start. I didn't know how long it was going to take. All I know is that I had to start at one point. I had to start right now and at least give it a shot. Now, spoiler, I definitely haven't completed my hifz yet. I still have a long way to go. But just this past year alone has been one of the most rewarding and difficult experiences that I've embarked on. And see, I've chased different kind of big goals in the past. Friends and I started starting businesses. I tried getting really deep into athletics, all this stuff, but nothing has actually been as difficult as this or also as rewarding as this. It even got to the point where now I believe like if you can get yourself to memorize and maintain huge portions of the Quran, I genuinely think that you can achieve most other goals in this dunya, inshallah. And it's really because the level of focus, the level of like mastery that is built while you're on this journey is unlike any other like endeavor I've seen. And this is how it felt for me, especially because I actually started from ground zero, like no prior knowledge, no prior experience whatsoever. You see, the first few months were actually the most difficult because I had to reintroduce a whole new habit into my life. And on top of that, I had to learn how to read the Quran starting from ground zero. And around the same time, a lot of responsibilities started popping up. And then immediately I started getting kind of those thoughts of, oh man, should I even keep going? Should I even do this? But as time went on, I actually kind of developed a little bit more structure. I got in the routine of it. And I was much more like motivated and energetic about it to the point where I didn't actually even miss that many days. And you see, every big goal or even every big event that is introduced into someone's life, there's kind of this roller coaster of emotion. You know, you start off, you're like, oh, I can do this. And then you think, oh, wait, yeah, there's no way I can do this. And you just keep going up and down over time. And this is exactly what happened to me. Because a few months after this, even though I was still kind of, motivated in my routine, I started getting more responsibilities. I started working longer. I started also balancing stuff with school and other things. And it became really hard. I started forgetting so many of the things I memorized. I started progressing way less. I started memorizing at a slower pace and it was just way more inconsistent with it. You see, a lot of the times I would even ask myself, is there a point to even keep going? Like maybe this isn't for me. Maybe people are right when they say, when you get a job and stuff, it's just gonna be too hard to memorize. I should probably just give up now. But there was always that thought in my head, like, just keep trying, just keep pushing, even if it's like a really slow pace, just let's see how it goes. And you see, my piece of advice is that if you're on this journey, if you're looking to get on this journey, this is probably gonna happen to you as well. Whether it's month 1, whether it's month 6, or maybe even towards the end of your hijj journey, you're gonna hit these kind of walls where you might even think to yourself, is there even a point in me keep pursuing this? Like, should I even keep going? Should I just stop now? And honestly, if it wasn't for a few things, I probably wouldn't even be chasing hifz still right now. The one habit that I didn't kick was that I was frequently listening to the Quran. Whether I was at work, whether I was playing basketball, whatever it was, I would just have some headphones in and I would just unconsciously just be listening to it. It would be like an immediate kind of habit. And I actually think when you do this, there's a different level of passion that you build for the Quran that you wouldn't really have otherwise. Because there was many times where I literally had no desire to memorize. I felt tired or lazy or whatever it was. But just on the way driving home, I'd be listening to Idris Ebakar, Sudais, all like the popular reciters. And just by that, they give you tons of motivation, like maybe I should keep going. Also around the same time I hit that wall during my hijj journey, I made a community with other people who were also chasing the same goal, to chase hifz even while in our daily lives here in the West. And there's people who join, who share their stories from all ages, people who are like from 15 years old all the way to 60 years old. And each person has like a different relationship with the Quran, how they got on this path. And it makes it really inspiring and it motivates you to even chase completion of the Quran. Some people inside completed their entire Quran memorization already, or some people are just starting their first surah. And you can imagine how motivating that is. Because we've all heard that you are the sum of the people you spend the most time with. So you want to make sure your environment is catered to people who are also on the same goal as you. And by the way, if you want to join that community, the link's in the description. Another thing that's been helping me is when you look back and you realize how far you've actually came on this memorization journey. Because progress feels really slow in the moment, but it's weird because I remember looking back and being like, subhanAllah, wow, I've already memorized this many juz. I've actually started from like ground zero and I'm already here. So even though it might seem really slow in the moment, when months pass, you'll be like, wow, I actually made it very far. So if you think you're going slow right now, don't worry, that's like totally natural. All these like things that you're memorizing are just compounding. And eventually a few months from now, you'll literally be shocked because everything will kind of hit at once. There was many times where I was thinking, man, I haven't even memorized that much. Maybe I should just stop now. And then I would just like look through my photo roll or something and I would see videos of when I was learning Arabic, how to read the Quran from the beginning with like my online teacher. And it would say maybe it was just a few months ago, something like that. And from that span to like now or to however long you are on your journey, you can realize how much you've grown. And just that by itself will serve as motivation, inshallah. But fast forward to now, alhamdulillah, I'm still going. Whether it's half a page, whatever it is a day, maybe just revision, it's still better than no progress at all. And you have to think like, where do you want to be? At the end of your life, do you want to think, oh man, when I was youthful and I had all this energy to me, where I had the desire, I could have done it, but I just gave up. So my mindset now is to just keep chipping away as much as I can. And inshallah, one day I might just finish. Because at the same time, it's actually a blessing to have not finished your memorization yet. Because every time you flip that page, there's a part of the Quran that you've not explored that could literally be life-changing. Because I'm not lying when I say there's seriously just even small ayahs of the Quran where I've memorized where it actually changed dramatically just how I think entirely. So having this novelty and this ability by itself is already a blessing. So you don't have to be too focused on speeding up the process or to be hyper focusing on, the numbers. Because you might think, man, I got to memorize, I got to knock out this repetition and just memorize this as fast as possible. But what you don't see is how that process is actually affecting you. It's making you way more patient, way more focused, way more grateful in a world where everything is just distracting. So if you're someone who's thinking about getting on this journey, or maybe you're someone who's done it in the past or just got inconsistent with it, or maybe you're a total beginner, wherever you are, I 100% recommend that you get on this journey, because this will change you like not many other things will. Because even though there's been a lot of pain points, a lot of frustration, a lot of times of just overthinking and being in my own head, even with all that, this past year has probably been one of the best years of my life just because of the Quran, just because I got on this journey. But if you've been feeling stuck, inconsistent, or maybe like you're unsure if that you can even memorize Quran, let this video be proof that it's not about speed. It's really just about showing up consistently. Also, make sure, inshallah, you join our community, because as of now, it's totally free. And in there are tons of resources along with a community of people doing the same thing. Whether you want to join calls, revise those people, and have your memorization corrected, or even have your memorization tested and strengthened, inshallah, feel free to join it, because as of now, it's completely free. Inshallah, this video is a benefit, and I hope to see you inside the community. Assalamu alaikum.